Hi! So I just want to share how to make designs, just give it a little more zhuzh. And this is a design that my VA made. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm just going to add my style to it. So the first thing, this is going to be a real cover. So what I like to do is I like to bring over a box. And I'm going to hold shift so it stays the proportion of a perfect square. I'm going to do this. So this tells me what is in the cover. So right now it's just like my arms and then my legs. So let's find an image that is going to be a little bit more just give it more to look at when it's on the feed. I'm just going to drop these in so that will at least kind of give it my face. Actually I like that because it has my face in there and then just like right there. I think that's fine. So I'm going to keep this here just for reference. And this text is kind of boring, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate it. And this is my brand text, but you can't play with the italics here. And this is only available in all caps. It's just how the font is made. So I'm going to bring in my secondary font, which is this one, because it kind of looks similar. So what makes a brand look pro? I think I might, let's italicize the bottom half maybe. Let's see what that looks like. I was thinking about maybe just italicizing brand and pro, but let's add look, what makes a brand look pro. See how adding just a little bit of the italics just gives it a little bit more interest, and then also having it half caps and half normal case, or I guess lowercase, gives it more interest as well. And normally, I wouldn't do all caps and then lowercase for something that needs to be read like a poster or something, but having it just on an Instagram cover, I think is totally fine. I can be a little bit more artistic. I wonder what it would look like if I didn't have... actually, I like it when it's all like that. And then something else I can do, I can kind of just mess around. So I can go, what makes a brand look pro? I just want to see, so we could just also add a space actually, kind of, let's bring this down. And right now I'm just playing, seeing what looks good artistically rather than designing something that's to be read like a banner, or again like a poster. Those need to be read really easily, or even like a sign that's read on a building. Those need to be quite simple and easy to read, but again, I can be a little bit more artistic here. Something that I like to do is I like to kind of tilt things just to give it a little bit more of a style, but I don't like how that looks. To be honest, we're probably already done here, so it's really, really simple. Actually, looks kind of good with that on the side, doesn't it? Could also be like... Actually, I kind of like that. Sometimes you just get happy accidents. I'm gonna duplicate it. Oh, I'm gonna bring it to the other side. We could do something like the bottom half and then the top half, maybe like that or something. And I'm trying to think, is this my brand or does it look just random and weird? It looks, I think it might be like a little weird now. Maybe if I make it a little less. Let's see. I'm trying to think of balance, if that makes sense. Since it's black and white, it kind of looks cool to add color. You know, actually what might be cool is if I am in color. Let's do that. So I'm gonna copy, I'm gonna paste. Oh, nope, you can't do that. Okay, let's grab this image normal, like that. And then I'm going to, let's make the opacity, just so I can see on top, make sure it's the right size. I think she just had it the size of the thing, right? No, she had it a little bigger, I think. Oh, maybe she had it the whole. Yep, she did. Okay. Now, I'm gonna bring this back. Oops. Bring back the color just a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna remove the background. I love this feature, removing the background in a click. Okay. Oh. Looks blurry because it's not perfectly on top. I'm gonna, oh, not position. 100%. Oh, that's kind of cool how my feet are like on top like that. Actually, since this is white, I'm gonna bring this all the way to the top. You can't? Okay, I'm gonna Command X, and then I'm gonna bring it back on top. Let's see if that worked. Yay! That's kind of cool. So, the only thing is that you can't read the text. I wonder if I make this black. Ugh, no, I don't like that. I love this idea of having it kind of like on top of there, but you can't read it, and I don't like how you can't read it. So I'm gonna just push this back so I can grab these. I'm gonna put these back on top. Is this 100? Yeah, okay. Let's see if there's anything strange about how I layered it on top. I think I'm just like a little bit, or is it actually supposed to be like that? Okay, I think maybe the book photo is just a little bit blurry like that anyways. Okay, there you go. That is how I just kind of add those little touches to make it look a little different. So it's a black and white background. I added a bit of color in me, which I think gives it that nice dimension. And then for the text, I just made this bottom part lowercase and italics. I split up this bar so that it wasn't so connected. And yeah, that's it. Thanks. Bye.